Hey, I'm Kay, and I'm here with Sarah. She is one of the newest trainers we have on our team, and I just wanted us to be able to sit down. I asked her, I said, Sarah, would you sit down with me for a little bit and just have a conversation and kind of have a lifestyle conversation? We've just something different, talking about the mental, the emotional, even the physical side of things. Sarah, I know you have a lot that you could offer insight on. And so if it's all right, I'd love to ask you a couple questions. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Good. You know what I would love for you to talk about? So one thing about Sarah is she's a go-getter, and she has challenged me so much. And so we do conditioning as much as we can together. And sometimes when we were doing conditioning, we would talk about just like food. And one thing that I love about you, Sarah, is that you have just you love making food. You love creating food. You make things. Tell me like your favorite thing to make, or one of them. I know that's hard. I'm sorry.
I do enjoy sweets because I like to eat sweets. And
Yeah.
It's also easy because you can just make it and then put it in the oven and then like go do things and then come back and like dress it up. But I really enjoy like anything to do that kind of challenges me. Like when I get these ingredients that I don't usually use, it's interesting to follow a recipe and then make it. And then the best part is plating it because you get to make it look pretty on the plate.
I love it. You like take it up a notch. I mean, seriously, for me, I'm like, I just want to get food in people's mouths. And you're like, man, I want to make it look, I love it. Like you want to create with it, you know? Yeah. Have you always been a creative person? Is that something that you enjoy?
Yes. So I've always dabbled in like drawing or sketching and painting, and I'm really big on art and like museum and stuff like that. I'm into fashion, like anything creative I like. Like I wanted to do architecture as a kid. Like I used to draw floor plans when I was like 10 and just like my dream house and like try to walk through it with my finger. So like to me, I like to be creative.
Yeah. Where did that love come from? Do you have a time, or like has it been something that's just developed over time, or when did that start for you? I know you said young, but like was there an event, or was it like, and this just makes me feel like me?
I had a friend who was very creative. She liked to paint. And so it was probably a couple of years ago. She was like, hey, let's let's paint together. And we painted, and I was like, wow, like I like this. And she was like, oh, you're actually really good. And I was like, well, that makes me feel like I want to do it some more. So it's like, okay, so now I like to dabble in that and explore that and try to get creative. It's fun.
Yeah. When do you do that most? Like when people talk about like art being so many things, like when you just need some you time or to express an emotion, like there's been times I'm not like you. I'm not artistic. I haven't, like I can think like that, but it's not good. It's expressive, but it's not, no one would look at it and be like, oh man, I want to hang that in my house. So sometimes I have done that to kind of even cleanse myself, like emotionally, like get some feeling out or some frustration out. Have you ever done that with your painting, or is it more just an enjoyment factor?
There was one that was kind of like I was going through stuff, and it was more expressive. But all my other ones are more of, I really want to make something for my dad. He's really into planes and stuff. So for Christmas, I painted this huge like propeller on a plane. And now it's like framed and hanging over the mantle at their house. So it's like,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So like for friends or for family. But it's kind of scary. Like you paint something or draw something for someone, and it's like, what if they don't like it? So it's kind of like I don't like to do it unless I feel like doing it. I don't like to be asked because then I feel like pressure. So it's like I'd rather just do it and send it to someone.
Yeah. So it's more like a gift, like it's a piece of yourself more than And it's like when you feel like you want to add or give value in that way, that's what you'll do, is you'll reach out to someone and give it to them.
Right. It's usually like when I have free time, or it's really peaceful. I play some like mellow music and I just go at it, and hours go by and I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
But
is it happen like Go ahead. Tell me more. Sorry.
Well, I was just saying, like, it's never like whenever I'm feeling a certain way or anything. It's more of just when I have the time and I'm like in the drive to do it, because I'm a very focused person. So like, if I start something, I'm going to want to finish it that day or like get most of it done, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. What's been the hardest thing you've painted? What's been the most challenging painting or drawing?
So my friend, I actually have it right here.
This is
So I
fun.
did this, which is like a heart, right?
Wow. Yeah.
And my friend really liked it and she wanted me to remake it. And I was just like, so I made it and I gave it to her, but like I could, like me personally, I can look at it and be like, oh, I messed up right there. Oh, I messed up there. It's not perfect. But it was definitely hard because I just had to like keep redrawing it and all this stuff. But she liked it, so.
Why a heart? Tell me why a heart.
So I love like the human body, because I mean that's why I've been in kinesiology and like I work with the human body now. I've always enjoyed it, and so to me, like, it's amazing what our bodies can do, and like the heart is so precious. It's like, I mean, it's how we live, right? And it has an important job, and like every little detail in the heart, it's just crazy how it all mixed together and it works the way it works for a reason. Like it's not just a liver, you know, like.
Right. Yes, the heart, makes everything go. I love that though. That's really powerful. You know, just being able to, be able to express what you just expressed. I love that. You know, just what the heart is to you, and but then the creative side of you. I love that you've got so many different facets about who you are. You're amazingly smart. That's one of the things I've enjoyed about you, is just how you think, how you process. And then you've got, this whole artistic side that I literally just want to let everybody know had no idea about. So I just learned something today, which is amazing. And so, I mean, that's beautiful. What's been the most and this is how we'll end, but what's been the most sacred gift you've given that you've drawn that you're like, man, I know everyone has a different piece, but you're like, this is hard on a platter a little bit.
That's definitely gonna have to be my dad's airplane propeller.
Okay.
Because it was a big canvas, so it was like I couldn't mess up, and I knew he was gonna showcase it, his daughter's heart.
Yes.
Right. So it was very stressful. That one actually took me a while to do. Like usually I'm like, oh, it's done. Like that took a couple weeks. So.
Wow. And what was his reaction when he saw it? I mean, obviously it's on the mantle now, but was it pretty powerful, giving it to him?
Oh yeah. So it was like Christmas, and I just pulled it out, and he was like, oh my gosh. And he's a very emotional guy too. So he was just like, wow, that's so awesome. I'm going to get it framed. And I was like, whoa, it's okay. You can just put it in your bedroom, or whatever. And he's like, no, we're going to frame it and all this stuff. And to get something framed is pretty expensive. So that to me showed that he really appreciated it, which was nice.
Yeah. Wow. That's an amazing story. Just adding value to him and then him reciprocating the value, which is beautiful. Man, thanks, Sarah, for sharing. Thanks for letting us into a different part, honestly, not to play or be kind of funny, but of your heart and what you do and how, you know what I mean? And how you express yourself, but then also how you give value to other people. It's awesome. So thank you for that. Thanks for letting us talk for a little bit. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Is there anything else you want to say? Anything else on your mind before we hop off here?
Just be kind to one another. Seems to be a important thing right now.
I like that. I'm with you on that. You do a good job of that. I enjoy you. All right, my friend.
Bye. Bye.